And you're still watching Prime Morning. It's time for the News Flash segment. My name is Roslyn Felly, and this segment is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone papa pair fee. Whatever gadgets you're looking for, whether mobile phones, televisions, CCTV cameras, worry no more. We've got you covered. You can actually download the app on your phone to make things very simple, which is the Franco Trading app. Or for further inquiries, visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone papa pair fee. Now, earlier, I did mention to you when we're doing the intro about our topics for this morning. And it's still on the fight against Galamsey. As to whether we can win the fight with the strategy the president has, I don't know. Some people say, yes, it's possible that that strategy can win the fight. Others too say that without state of emergency, the fight can never be won. Well, we'll be discussing this here. Now, the president has also said that he will declare state of emergency if he's advised by national security. We'll be talking about that right here during the News Flash segment. Now, let me start with my newspapers, and then I will introduce my guests to you. So I'll start with the newspapers. I'll start with the Ghanaian Times newspaper. The Ghanaian Times newspaper. Galamsey fight. I'll declare state of emergency if, and this is coming from President Mahama. I did mention to you earlier, this is our conversation for this morning. Now, this is what he's saying. He will declare state of emergency if. Well, I'll tell you more about that. $300 million, a Bright International Amusement Park set to become Ghana's 24-hour economic epicenter, says President. I can't wait for this international amusement center to open because I want to actually experience an amusement center. It's been a while. We experienced it when we were young, and then all of a sudden it faded away. And so I always say that the Gen Zs, my age mates, some of us, we don't even know what amusement centers are, amusement parks are, because we all we know is about, TikTok and Instagram and those things, but we didn't really experience proper childhood. And so I'm excited about this amusement park that will be coming into being, and it will be a 24-hour thing. And so if you, in the morning, you're a bit busy, or for parents who want to take their children there, or for parents who want to even relax at that place, you can go there in the evening and take a stroll or relax a little bit. I'm excited about this. Sports Minister rallies support for Black Stars as team nears World Cup qualification, and Zoom Lion supports National Sanitation Day. That will be it for the Ghanaian Times newspaper. The next newspaper is the New Insight, or the Insight newspaper. Sorry, pardon me. It's the Insight newspaper. Galamsey, Mahama says Ghana can win fight without state of emergency. Well, he says that is what he's been advised now. But if he's advised that he will need state of emergency, he will definitely go for it. Galamsey crackdown collapsed Ekufuado, Lands Minister says so. Eyebrow raised over security implications of 14-story building overlooking CID headquarters. NPP bold lady slam 15 Eastern MPs over Bawumia's endorsement, and the Kriapem South MP commends government for increased prison feeding grant. That will be it for the Insight newspaper. The next newspaper is the Ghanaian Publisher newspaper. The Ghanaian Publisher. Blue Gold demands mining lease back, claims bias towards Heath Gold failed. Well, it looks like today the newspapers is all about gold and Galamsey and all of that. And I'm excited that we are actually going to be discussing Galamsey fight this morning. Galamsey fight showing results. This is coming from the Lands Minister, Ama Boa. Bawumia's 2028 bid gains a major boost. Ghana observes 40 days of Apostle Kwejo Safo and NLA KGL deal backed by law. Razak Kwejo Opoku clarifies misconceptions. That will be it for the Ghanaian Publisher newspaper. The next newspaper is the Daily Graphic newspaper. The Daily Graphic. Galamsey rips through Insuta rail line, 3 kilometers Takrade Achim line destroyed. I saw this video on social media. Erastus Asaridonko, who is my colleague, posted it, and it was quite disheartening to see it, because this is a time where we are looking at the Impakadano rail, come into operation, and then all of a sudden you are hearing that the Takoradi Rail is going, and is not going just because of anything, but because of Galamsey. And we've been fighting Galamsey. As media personnel, we've been using our voice to fight Galamsey. And then you realize that, even your rail lines are being affected. Sad, isn't it? Well, we'll talk more about that. Mahama renews war on Galamsey, pledges comprehensive, sustained action. And let me see if there's some stories here as well. Okay, so there is a graphic spot. It says, resilient Lions hold Kotoko and Gold Stars edge All Blacks to maintain perfect start. That will be it for all our newspapers for this morning. If you're just joining us, I did tell you earlier that I was going to introduce to you my guests for this morning. And so let me do the needful. Let me introduce to you Honorable Ebenezer Nartey, who is representing the NPP this morning. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Rosaline.
How are you?
I'm blessed, and you?
Great, I'm fine, thank you. And thank you so much for coming. Thank you for coming, Honorable. Hey, Galamsey, so you haven't slept. Anyway, I also have Theophilus Jimiga Esquire, who's joined us as well. He's representing the NDC. Good morning, Esquire.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good, I'm fine, thank you. And Nana Sapon, who has also joined, and he's representing Movement for Change. Good morning, Nana.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. Now, the fight against Galamsey is something that I don't know if we'll ever stop talking about it. Some people are of the opinion that it can never be fought. Others still say that we're on the right track, just like the Lands Minister is saying, that so far, so good. But do you believe it's so far so good? Well, President Mahama has also said that he will declare state of emergency if only he's advised by national security to do so. But as it stands now, the fight is yielding results. Let me start this conversation with Esquire Jimiga, who is a part of the NDC. I want to find out from him genuinely if he thinks that the fight against Galamsey is yielding results like his party members are saying. Yes, Theophilus.
Yeah, Rosalind, good morning to your viewers, and of course, special one to my folks back in Hallway. Just not to boast, I'm a mining engineer as well.
Okay. Yes, so, you told us the last time, right?
Yes, so I sort of understand the dynamics here.
Right.
Aside that, I'm a water resources engineer.
Okay.
So I understand the dynamics between the mining, the water, and everything. I was also at the presidency for this.
The CSOs?
The CSOs,
okay.
Yes. I represented Linsort, Lawyers in Search of Democracy.
Okay. Did you go and contest in Hawaii?
No. Okay. I don't, I mean...
why?
I don't
like meeting constituent.
That's what it means.
Is that why you beat your
No. This is where they come, the good people of this constituency. They tell you that
they are going there.
The good people of Hawaii. Anyway, I think that the takeaway for me from that program was the fact that we are aware of where we are today, where we're moving from. Until that time, I have always been of the view that a number of people talking about the Galamsey fight were speaking from a position of ignorance. Ignorance to the extent that they don't actually know what is happening on the ground. And for a number of reasons, a lot of time you hear your colleague, Erastus, giving us updates, good or bad. I was profoundly happy when the bishop who represented the Catholic bishops said that they have seen progress in the fight. They sat just in front of me, so I couldn't have missed the words they used. Then there was also another CSO represented by Colonel Festus Abuaji that also talked about what they've seen to be progress. A number of people, to the extent that you'll be wondering whether it's a praise singing or the reality as it is. But I don't expect the Catholic bishops to come singing the praise of the president or the government if there's no praise to be sung.
But have they been to the grounds?
No, with what we saw.
Oh, with what they saw?
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
if you don't mind me asking, what did they see? Maybe we haven't seen it.
Yes. Oh, no, I would have been surprised if you haven't seen it, because the evening of the program, almost all the major networks carried this program from 8 o'clock.
No, I mean with regards to what they saw, because you're saying that
what they saw, what was presented.
Okay.
What was presented. So they presented, for example, we were told that 9 forest reserves, hitherto which were red areas, which were no-go areas for the military even, had been taken back. And we were also shown pictures of progress in certain water quality standards as measured by Water Resources Commission. Mind you, we also had 52% of gold that is produced in Ghana from small-scale mining. Small-scale mining comprises the legal small-scale miners and galamsey, the illegal ones. So for anybody to just jump on it to say 52% of gold we produce is from galamsey is false. We have the legal small-scale miners, and indeed, they were also represented, and they also added their voice to the fight. The president said that he would declare a state of emergency if he gets the signal from national security. He said that day he will not hesitate to do it. The question being asked, which I always ask, is that those shouting, let's declare state of emergency, after that, what next? What do you want to achieve out of the state of emergency? Just for the president to declare state of emergency, that's all? No. What do you want to see?
Are people not saying this because the fight against galamsey so far hasn't been won like we were hoping to see? You know, when we are hearing Ghana Water warn us that in the near future we could be buying water to drink, when we are hearing of the fact that babies are being born with cleft, when we look at certain areas...
And send the question back to you. If a state of emergency is declared, we do what? What do you think we should do?
Well, that's why I'm not the president. That's why the president has a mandate to do so.
No, you are asking me, for example, you are asking me to jump from here. Jump and do what next?
No, so you see...
So the people shouting, let's declare state of emergency, are not telling us, declare state of emergency and we do A, B, C. You are not saying anything. You are just saying, let's declare state of emergency. Let's declare state of emergency.
Theophilus, people will say declare state of emergency because people are scared of what the future holds.
It doesn't. We all understand. Yes. But what I'm saying is that, you see, you can declare state of emergency and curtail everybody's movement. Is that what we want? Is it declare state of emergency and stop and ask people that nobody should go to ABC? Is that declare state of emergency and say nobody should move out of their house? Is that declare state of emergency? What do you want us to do after the state of emergency? That's what I'm saying. Have you noticed that none of them, from Engineer Kenashibe, etc., the Catholic bishops, none of them have said declare state of emergency and let's do ABC. This is an MP, a former MP. State of emergencies are declared for specific purposes. Declare state of emergency, lock down an area, for example, in COVID. Declare state of emergency and retrieve all arms, for example, in conflict zones, and make sure nobody moves. Declare state of emergency and do what are the steps? What next? Nobody is saying it. Everybody is saying, so in effect, we want to jump before thinking of where to land. But the bigger question, why I'm asking this question is, what is it that we will do with state of emergency that with the executive president we have, that he's not able to do?
So you think that he's going to be able to fight this case? Issue.
Of course.
We're going to see solutions, or we're going to see results. Let me put it like that.
Yes, I'll give an instance. Okay. For example, recently we were told, and it was Joy FM that carried, or Joy Media House that carried the first thing, that excavators were being moved to secret military installations in the night. The idea is that you are supposed to get a permit before you import. Now, people cannot produce their permits after the importation. So show your permit and take your excavator. Now, they are not able to show their permits. So excavators, we have a glut of excavators at the port. So let's move them on, free the space. Until today, a lot of the excavators have not been claimed. So if you are able to stop previously galamsey was just pickers, shovel, and a hoe. Now we have excavators, chamfan, water pumping machines. Remove all this big machinery, and the fight is almost won.
Somebody asks a question, and the person says, what's happening to LI 2462? How come it hasn't still been repealed?
No, we were told again that it will be repealed this month.
This month?
Yes, it will be repealed this month. Okay. And the Attorney General...
it will be amended?
No.
Okay, a repeal, completely, total repeal.
It will be revoked.
Revoked,
Yes, it will be revoked. And a new LI will come in place. Now, as Honorable will tell you, you cannot just say, we have revoked it. It's an LI that will revoke another LI. So, for example, there will be LI 1, 2, 3, 4 that says that this one has been revoked. And we have been assured. And I don't doubt anything.
So by the end of the month, we should see a revocation of LI 2462.
I strongly believe that. And there's also going to be a total overhaul of our mining laws.
Okay.
So that some of these things that we see that people take advantage of, all those loopholes will be plugged. So there's there's progress happening.
Okay.
I totally understand where we are, and I feel that with the executive president we have now, he has the power to do almost everything. So we don't need a state of emergency.
All right, okay. So he says that we don't need a state of emergency. Well, we don't know what you at home you think as well. But let me ask Honorable Ebenezer Nartey about the meeting that took place with the CSOs and the president. The president has given us assurance that everything is under control and we should see some results pretty shortly. Do you believe that this will be seen with regards to the kind of fights we're seeing?
Well, let me say good morning to our viewers and good morning to my colleagues here as well.
And to your good people.
Then to the good people of my central constituency.
It means he's coming back.
Yes, he will come back.
No, I'm not coming back.
Oh, you're not coming back?
Yes.
Why?
Advice for Nanayao.
Yo, we hear you.
Rosalie, you see, for me, I think that the Friday engagement.
Honorable, if you don't mind, please, I want us to take a look at what happened on Friday with regards to President Mahama saying that he will only declare state of emergency if advised by national security. Let's take a look.
I have the power to do it. But the president acts on the authority, not only on the authority, on the advice of the National Security Council. And as at now, this moment, the National Security Council believes that we can win the fight against Galamsey without a state of emergency. I want to assure you that the day they advise me otherwise, that, boss, now we need a state of emergency, I will not hesitate in declaring a state of emergency. But we do still think that we have the powers to be able to win this fight. And as we deploy more troops and we apply more resources to the fight, I'm sure that gradually we'll begin to see that we're winning the fight. Yeah.
All right, so this is what President Mahama had to say, that state of emergency will only be declared if advised by national security. But as it stands now, we are winning the fight. Honorable Ebenezer Nartey, you were on the floor, so I have to bring you in. I just wanted us to hear from the horse's own mouth.
Rosalie, I had opportunity to watch the program.
And you listened well,
and
right?
I listened.
Okay.
And I also had opportunity to listen to the questions and answers given by the ministers present and the president himself. I must say, I was very, very disappointed. Very disappointed in the program that was held on Friday.
Why?
And I feel it's a waste of a taxpayer's money. Because I don't think those who went there came out, even if they were giving water, they bought with taxpayers' money. It's a waste of time.
But isn't the same taxpayers saying that we should fight Galamsey?
And I'm saying that, looking at what happened on Friday, personally, I think it's a waste of a taxpayer's money.
What exactly happened that makes you feel that?
I didn't see anything, any presentation that the minister, the attorney general, and the president himself said that convinced me that, yes, indeed, he's prepared and ready to fight this Galamsey. That when he was in opposition, that the Minister of Lands and Forestry, when he was in opposition, and he was the deputy minority leader at that time, was calling for state of emergency. And today, he's telling us a different thing altogether. Rosalie, look, there were two people who asked a very important question. Kenashibe is one, and the one medical doctor, even challenging the data presented by the one who did the presentation about our the water issue.
The water body.
Yes, and the lady was asked, like, the data that you are giving is not correct. I never heard a guy coming back to battle
You make your point.
coming back to battle what the lady said. Ken Ashigbe, I mean, to all those who went there, I think there are only two people who asked a question that, for me, I think is very convincing and very important. But, Rosalind, the president says that for where he sits and the progress they have done so far, he believes that it is not time for us to call for a state of emergency. What progress have we done so far? The progress that we have done so far is where there's no water in central region. Is that the progress that we have done so far? Where now the vice president of the republic is now distributing Polytanks to districts in the central region. Is that the progress that we have made? What progress have we made? I'll be very grateful that the president in his presentation, or the minister for lands and forestry in his presentation, will say that when you go to this forest reserve, we have retrieved it. When you go to this region, we are able to reclaim some of the land. This and this and this and this and this. That is what you tell me, that you are making progress. Okay. That's what I was expecting from them. But if you come and tell me you are making progress of registration of how do you call it, excavators. You are making progress of recruiting what is their name? Blue water guard or yellow water guard.
Blue water guard.
But initially it was a yellow before the blue. Or you have forgotten?
This is blue water guard.
And I'm saying that there was a yellow.
Okay.
Or you don't know there was a yellow?
No, I know of blue.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, Rosalind.
I know of blue water guard.
The first one they did was yellow.
I know
their uniform.
But it's
and I'm saying that there was a blue, there was a yellow before the blue.
So wait, the name is Blue Water Guard not because of the uniform, but it's just because we want to get the water to become blue.
So those who were inaugurated that were putting on yellow, what was that?
The name is Blue Water Guard.
And then the blue people, those who were putting on the blue was
Blue Water Guard.
That's it. I hear you. Now I'll be taking note of all the things you'll be saying.
Why are you taking note?
No.
That is what it is. I'm just stating facts.
I hear you, madam.
Yes.
So is that the progress? So the whistleblowers that they were sent to the various forest reserve to be given information, what data have they brought so far? That we can say that since the inauguration of the whistleblowers 3-4 months ago, this is the information that we have had so far, and based on this, we believe that we are making progress.
Are you saying the
what's
report,
the progress are we making?
The report that was given on that day, presented to the CSOs, you don't believe those things?
And I'm saying that even two people at the room challenge them about the report, about the data.
Which part of the data?
They say that
challenged.
The man claimed that now with the cyanide or whatever in our water, blah blah blah, and all those issues, now it is not the way that people are projecting. And then the lady and can actually rebut what he said.
And he replied, right? Or he didn't? So you didn't hear him reply? Okay.
I didn't hear his reply.
Okay.
So for me, the president talks about LI 242, 264, 246. Sorry.
2462.
Parliament has been in session on 2 occasions. 2. There are issues that if it concerns the president, really concern the president, we can summon Parliament and send the LI to be amended. When the issue started, the president promised, at that time Parliament was on recess. When Parliament resumed, it will send it to Parliament. Parliament resumed and nothing went there. Now Parliament is on recess. I'm hearing that the Parliament will resume, I think, a week or 2.
Yeah, they say that from what Theophilus just said. He said
and
at
I'm
the
saying
end of
that
the month.
the first time the president promised, Parliament was not in session. And Parliament resumed. So if indeed President really wants to repeal this or do the amendment on the LI, he could have done it before Parliament go on recess again. Parliament will be coming in 2 weeks' time, either a week or 2. And when Parliament resume, they are going to spend about, I think, 6 or 7 weeks. So if indeed President really wants to repeal this law or amend this law, the first time Parliament resume, he could have sent it. The Attorney General is a member of Parliament. The Minister for Lands and Forests is a member of Parliament. You could have sent it.
Honorable, let me ask you this. You know, so far the CSOs have been involved. Or don't you think that the involvement of the CSOs is going to help us see some improvement? Because if you're fighting any issue and you don't fight it from the root, obviously you have lost the fight.
What role are the CSOs playing? What role are they playing?
You don't think they're playing any major role?
What role are they playing? Because me, you know, I have told you from day one that me seated here, I see these CSOs as people that follow their stomach. I have no any apology whatsoever to anybody, simply because, and I said it, that look, from the presidency to the last person in this country, we are not prepared to fight Galamsey. We are all following our stomach, because there were people who, when the previous administration were there, things that they said about Galamsey. So these same people, your own president, your DJA president, things that he said during his MPP administration about Galamsey, today, when he had opportunity, he went to praise the president. Things that he was saying, he's a friend, but I mean, I don't care. Things that he was saying previously, just about a year, 2 ago, things that he was talking about Galamsey, today, when he had opportunity, what did he say yesterday, on Friday? That's why I'm saying that, look, I have assessed almost all the people who were making noise about Galamsey. Today, they are nowhere to be found. Even media people, even including your station here.
But we are doing it. Erastus has been reporting. Just yesterday there was a report.
I'm not talking about Joy Prime.
So, no, but we're still reporting, whether Joy Prime or not. You said the station here. Which station?
Your Joy News people. That they said they should go and do comprehension or sedition.
We report it. If here, even as of Friday, we're doing Galamsey fight here.
Which station?
Joy News.
Joy News.
Yes.
And they put the water.
Unless you don't watch it.
They put the water in front of them.
Yes.
Send me a video.
Unless you didn't watch it throughout the day, from morning the AM show all the way to the news. No, I'll send you a video so that you see it.
When you send me the video, I'll come and apologize.
You didn't watch it, obviously, because I know 100% that we did it right here on Joy News here at Multimedia. Joy News is just a door away.
You Mati.
Yes.
You Mati.
So if you're speaking about it, please, if it's not so, let's not speak against it, please.
I'm saying things that I've seen. I'm comparing what happened a year ago and what is happening today. And the energy at which people were talking about Galamsey. And today, the kind of energy that they are also doing the same thing. That's why I ask you, if the president says that he will only call for state of emergency when he gets information from the security agencies that he should call for state of emergency and that there has been progress, I am asking you, what is the progress? Is the progress that today that they have shut the Konyaku water reserve, they have shut it down? Is that the progress? That today the vice president is distributing Polytanks in the central region because there's no water? Is that the progress?
Okay.
What progress are we talking about? All right,
Honorable Ebenezer Nartey, let me go to Nanayao Sapo. Nanayao, CSOs meeting, do you think we are going to see some results from it? Because these CSOs were very loud during 2024, and now they are being met and they are being told to see what they can do or what they can bring to the table to help fight Galamsey.
Thank you very much, Rosalind. I believe that a good morning to Eben, my mischievous brother, and lawyer. Good morning, bro. Rosalind, it's been an interesting weekend. Coming from Friday, and I believe that every Ghanaian who had the opportunity to listen to the president and to listen to his CSOs and all stakeholders involved would attest the fact that there has been some exhibition of a political will to deal with the Galamsey menace. When you have shown that political will, which has been lacking for a very long time, then it means that there would be a way, and it means that there could be victory at the end of the road. Rosalind, I was extremely excited when the president had called on the CSOs Why was I excited? Because even on this same platform, I had asked this question that what practical proposals have been made by these CSOs who have been calling for a state of emergency? I have asked these questions several. And if you recall, when the Movement for Change had presented a 10-pointer proposal on the steps to dealing with Galamsey, I asked the same question, that we have presented a paper on it. We have presented a scientific approach to dealing with the men. Whether it is good or not, at least we have made a proposal. What are the others doing about it? And out of the proposals we made included the ban, 1-year ban on all small-scale mining activities. And then we give reasons why we should ban the entire small-scale mining activities. The reason was that the small-scale miners were the ones that were given the legal licenses to mine. But unfortunately, they misuse these licenses and it pushes them into the Galamsey activity. And I explained and give scenarios that somebody could be given a license to mine on concession A, part A. The person will be able to do that probably within a week or two and use that same documentation to go onto the same concession A, but part B. Why? Because the processes they go through in acquiring the license to do the small-scale mining, it's cumbersome. And it takes a very long time. So he wouldn't want to waste time when the concession is so they do. And it makes it illegal. And then we had also stated that there was lack of monitoring and supervision. Because the small-scale mining licenses, when they are issued by the Minerals Commission, they come with their own terms of reference, how to go about the mining. They have their own technology that you would have to go through. Most of these small-scale miners do not use that technology. And at the end of the day, they degrade the land, they degrade the forest, they spoil our water bodies, and it becomes an issue for all of us. Now, we had stated also that as part of dealing with Galamsey, we should audit all of these licenses. And if you are listening to the presentation by the Honorable Minister, I think that even at the point he said that the auditing is ongoing, and at the end of the day, he is confident that some 250 licenses or so will be withdrawn. Okay, so these were practical solutions we had presented. The synchronization of all the task forces. Why? Because we couldn't differentiate between the legal task forces and the illegal task forces. Some of the task forces will go in there, they do not even understand what it is. And they only go in to take monies from these Galamseyers and guard them to do more illegal mining. So I was extremely excited. And I think that the minister and the president deserve some commendation for the step they took. Because now, all right, you have been talking about the fact that we should call for a state of emergency. That has been, across board. But after state of emergency, what next? What are we fighting? We are fighting Galamsey because it's spoiling our water bodies, and that we have people mining around the water bodies. Good. We call for the minister to declare a security zone in those areas. He has declared a security zone on our water bodies, river bodies, and then our forest reserves. What it means that they are going to permanently situate military there.
Military has always been there.
No. They have been going in and out of the place.
But they are there.
And they have not been given them, you see, when you have been...
I'll let you land, but I just want to say this. When you ask the same question that Theophilus asked after state of emergency, what next? And like you said, it's been across board. Everybody says, let's declare state of emergency. Maybe people don't understand what it really is, but people are just looking for a solution. Now, people put you there to fight it. And people feel that the fight would be won only through state of emergency. That's what people feel. You know, Jamaica, that's what people feel. Now, if you ask what next, it's as though, okay, I'm not competent enough to do it.
I think that is what I'm answering.
Yeah.
I said that after you declare a state of emergency, you need to take steps. You need to act. You need to take measures to be able to deal with the matter. You just don't declare state of emergency and leave it there. Well, I had suggested on this platform that there should be a shoot to kill. You all didn't agree. Did you agree? They are spoiling our water bodies. I can't eat contomere again. Are you able to eat contomere?
Are you calling for state of emergency?
I'm not calling for state of emergency.
What are you calling for?
I've been calling for a shoot to kill.
So that's
my stand. And of course,
but state of emergency will definitely come
Debbie,
with
it doesn't come with shoot to kill. The state of emergency shoot to kill.
Most of them comes with shoot to kill because if they declare it,
they don't.
Okay.
State of emergency is those places have been declared security zone. And they are saying that in addition to it being declared a security zone, when it's a security zone, what it means is that you need to go there. If you have to go there, you have to go there with a permit. In any case, we are dealing with an issue. So why should anybody be given a permit to go there? So those areas that are being degraded, those are the areas that has been declared security zone. I do not think that any farmer would want to go into the forest reserve to go and farm at this point.
Nana, so far, what do you think are the barriers that is causing the delay in fighting Galamsey?
The barriers that is causing the delay in fighting Galamsey is one has been moved, which has to do with the political will, which the president has exhibited one now. The other one has to do with the state of mind. We need to have a mindset change. We need to move this discussion from being political to being a nationalistic and a patriotic discussion, where the people themselves will understand that, listen, it is not about the greediness of the miners, the Galamseyers, but it is about our future. Because the Galamsey is not only an ecocide issue. I see it to be more of a genocide issue, because people are dying.
And since you see it as genocide, the president did say that, we are seeing results. Are you, Nana, seeing results?
Of course. I mean, if you'd ask me from where I sit, one of the results I have seen is a political will he has exhibited. I read the report, I intercepted a report by Nemos, all right, just even before the minister had put it out. The excavations that have been seized, all right, the proposal of the training of these military men who are supposed to be permanently situated, meaning they are going to have military base in these areas that have been declared security zone. It's a result. If you listen to the man, they have trained and military, the joint forces of our 400 men. These men are not only being given military training, but they have been given the skills to be able to even identify and understand the document.
Is that not more of the work
Number
done,
three,
but not results? Because results is different. Let me read this to you. Erastus Asaridonko, I'll let you come in. Erastus Asaridonko posted this 6 hours ago. He says, it's a sad scene at Intobroso in Nyinahini, within Etrima Imponua district, mining in the Offin River right now. Informants prevented from taking pictures. Why do we do this to ourselves? Now, Erastus posted it just six hours ago. So if we hear you are seeing results, yet we are hearing this from ground.
Yes, of course. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. These things will still be ongoing. I mean, recently there was another footage from somewhere in Ahafo, all right, where they are clearing a particular section, and I think they called the DC also, and then he said there was nothing of that sort until they showed him the footage. That is why I'm talking about the mindset.
Not even aware that they are clearing the place.
That is what we are talking about, the mindset change and the involvement of traditional authorities. Rosalind, we would have people who would carry machineries into the forest zones, whether we like it or not, if the people don't stop them. Because as we
Is that not why people are calling for state of emergency?
No, state of emergency.
I'm just saying, it's not why people, not me, but
state
people.
of emergency is time bound. At 6 in the morning, probably 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
If you're yielding,
then what happens?
Why are we seeing this? That's a question.
So no, it's a step. Now, what the DVLA is doing with the Transport Ministry and the mother ministry is the Lands and Natural Resources. Initially, okay, you would import your earth-moving machineries like excavators, and once it's here, then you would process the documentation to be able to get them out. Now you would need the permit to be able to bring it in. That is number one. Number two, more than 95% of these excavators were never registered. All the contractors who are in town, those using them for road constructions whatsoever, they were never registered. But now, before you get it out of the port, it will be registered. It means that you can easily identify the owner of that earth-moving machinery. So these are all steps. So what we are not seeing is the clearing of when I'm an engineer for when the water is being distilled and is becoming blue. All right. That is what people want to see. That is what we all want to see.
Okay.
And that is not going to take a day. That we should understand. And I think that the Water Resources Commission has done us good by giving us the report, the data report, on how some of them are coming out.
All right, I'll come back to you. Let's take a look at what happened during the CSOs meeting with the president. My colleague Maxwell Abagba has a report on it.
Yeah.
Who's the Ubrepa? Catch us open Jawaka, Jaijuman away and because
I
don't know more Jawaka. And you come and defend them.
Hey, Honorable, are they on defend?
This is what I want to say.
I don't know more Jawaka.
Lawyer should be champion. Lawyer, but you make champion.
Out very soon. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dominic Ayeni, also announced that LI 2462, as amended by LI 2501, will commence in October 2025. He added that a new tribunal bill, which will create dedicated courts for mining offences, has already been submitted to Cabinet and is likely to be passed by Parliament when it resumes. He gave an update on some high-profile prosecutions.
And I'm happy to announce that in 2002, the police conducted very diligent investigations in respect of Akonta mining. But the docket was hidden until we came to power. In fact, when we came to power and I started the investigation with the the Lands and Natural Resources Minister and the Forestry Commission, we were finding it difficult to get information. Subsequently, the police themselves owned up and presented the docket to my office 2 months ago. So as we speak, the charges against Chairman Wuntumi, Akonta Mining, and 5 others have been signed as I speak. Currently, we are waiting for him to be read his right to remain silent, etc. Before we've asked that he should be brought from, Kumasi. His lawyers asked that he should be brought on Tuesday. But I'm insisting that he should be here on Monday. If he doesn't come on Monday, I'm going to order for his arrest so that he'll be brought to Accra. His rights will be read to him, and then we can start the prosecution.
One of the most debated issues ahead of the meeting was the call by some CSOs for a state of emergency to be declared, but opinions were sharply divided. Here's Bishop Anthony Na Asari, Auxiliary Bishop of the Archdiocese of Accra.
We urge you, Your Excellency, to provide the following. Clear benchmarks that will trigger a state of emergency, visible prosecution of kingpins, including those named in official reports, the establishment of promised fast-track courts.
But security expert Colonel retired Festus Abuaji disagrees with calls for a state of emergency over Galamsey. GJ President Albert Jumfor is happy with progress made in the fight against illegal mining.
We, as part of the Ghana coalition against Galamsey, have been calling for the state of emergency. But having heard and followed the presentation today, I'm tempted to believe that we are on the right path. It is a matter of having progressive engagement and also getting the media involved in telling the story.
President John Mahama says he will not hesitate to declare a state of emergency in areas affected by illegal mining if Ghana's National Security Council advises that it is necessary.
You know, yes, I have the power to do it, but the president acts on the authority, not only on the authority, on the advice of the National Security Council. And as at now, this moment, the National Security Council believes that we can win the fight against Galamsey without a state of emergency. I want to assure you that the day they advise me otherwise, that, boss, now we need a state of emergency, I will not hesitate in declaring a state of emergency. But we do still think that we have the powers to be able to win this fight. And as we deploy more troops and we apply more resources to the fight, I'm sure that gradually we'll begin to see that we're winning the fight.
An executive of the Small Scale Miners Association, Henry Ben Smith, also rejected calls for a state of emergency.
But if your son is not doing well and you are not teaching your son what the right way to go, and you say, I'll kill you. Who ever has killed his son because the son has gone to do something wrong to the father? You know.
We believe that there's some political will that you demonstrated. The minister is working. But the elephant in the room was not mentioned. You heard the Attorney General talk only about Akonta mine. The Attorney General has referred some politically exposed persons to the Iyoko. We've not heard anything about that. There are some politically exposed persons that we, the Ghana Coalition Against Galamsey, have petitioned you about. We've not heard anything about that. There are some chiefs that are complicit in it. So let me read just a short bit of what our ask is. Our ask is that given the unprecedented crisis, the fact that our demands are clear, we ask you, His Excellency, to clearly tell us in granular definition, your granular definition of success in the fight against Galamsey. Also share with us very definitive roadmap that would include key milestones and timelines and how we are going to get there. We believe that the work that has been done by EPA and all about the level of heavy metals in our water bodies, the turbidity that have gone above 98,000 NTUs, and my brother, the scientist, that report you shared with us, unfortunately, for all of us who are scientists, we know that this is not how you measure water quality.
So this is what happened during the meeting between the president and the CSOs. It's time for me to read a few messages. If you haven't sent your messages yet, go ahead and send it to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. And then I come back to you, Theophilos, after I read a few of the messages, because I know you have a lot to say. So Theophilos will give his
He has a lot to say. Let me put it like that. a lot. All right, so I'll start with this one. It says that, good morning, Madam Roslyn and your panelists. I'm Big Alasko from Garu, Tempane, and my greetings to all the youth in Tempane constituency. I think the government is fighting the Galamsey fight with seriousness because they have revoked some licenses which was issued to family and friends to mine in our forest reserves. NPP don't have the moral right to talk about Galamsey because they gave permission to people to mine in our forest reserves. Government is revoking LI 2462, which NPP implemented. Wicked people. I want to suggest to government to confiscate any machine used to detect gold or totally ban the possession and importation of that machine because without that machine, no one knows where gold is hidden. Okay. Good morning, Joy Prime. I feel very sad to some of your panelists this morning saying they see government commitment in fighting Galamsey when it's all over the country that water bodies continue to be polluted every day. Dude Timothy from Dakoman. I overheard the MPP man saying that the movement for you overheard Honorable Ebenezer Nartey saying that Nanaya Sapong has not been paid. So why is he defending the Galamsey fight as successful? Must people be paid to defend or not to defend? NPP and money. Patrick from Accra. Nana, it looks like Patrick is not too happy with the comments. From Gatsiman Brekum, is Nanaya now a member of NDC communication team? The president is playing game with Ghanaians about this Galamsey issue. People should be serious. Galamsey is a political issue and pretending otherwise is pure hypocrisy. If the president and the government weren't involved, this crisis could have been solved in days. It's time we hold the political class accountable, not protect them. Dr. Baumia is our only hope. All right. Good morning, Joy Prime. I'm surprised that some Ghanaians are still having some hope in this NDC led by John Mahama. These are a group of people who have deceived the people of this country just to win a political power. All the media houses, CSO, UTAG, ECT, etc., who are against the NPP government should be ashamed of. Why are they ashamed of themselves? Nobody was against NPP government, my darling. Good morning, Roslyn. Let's be honest. There's no political will on the part of President Mahama. His appointees are deeply involved in Galamsey activities. The AG should be. Okay. Abdullah Razak says so. Good morning, host. NPP officials should stop shedding crocodile tears about Galamsey because they legalized, promoted and issued licenses to party officials to destroy forest reserves and water bodies because party hiasika. The very people who finance Galamsey are now crying for a state of emergency while they sabotage the government. After spending 8 years to pollute our water bodies, they turn around to blame others just as they blamed COVID and Ukraine war for their failures. The record of NPP was sending pastors. Okay. Let's see which one is this one. Okay. What political will is Nanaya referring to? Fighting Galamsey and politics won't work. The president should have visited the Galamsey side for that conversation instead of speaking about it. From Accra, Brookman Anobil. Looks like Brookman wants the president to go there. Please ask Honorable Ebenezer Nartey after declaring state of emergency and fail, what next? Okay. Let's see what we have. Right. So let me do just 2 more and then I can take a seat. Al-Hassan Sise from Zenu Central says, good morning to everyone. The engagement of the CSOs by the government is a commendable one and the NPP communicators are too hypocritical and the most dishonest people ever and they are the... Today they are shouting declare state of emergency as if they had left power a decade ago. Why did they even send the bill to Parliament to allow mining in our forest reserves? They did that because at that time their party needed money, according to Frimpong Mansell. His Excellency JDM is committed in fighting Galamsey, and that is why he's bringing everybody on board to fight it, which we didn't see under the era of NPP. Regards to Honorable Joe T. Okay, one more. Good morning, Roslyn. And your panelists, please, what's the NPP. Okay, what's Honorable Ebenezer Nartey talking about? First and foremost, why did Nanado bring an act to Parliament to allow mining in our forest reserves, which haven't been done for decades? Okay, Rosie, you see how hypocritical and ignorant Okay, let me go. Talking about Central Region, GWC shut down. Who caused it? And moreover, you and I were right here in Ghana when the then Chief of Staff, Kojo Ponkroma was not Chief of Staff, was he? Okay, so it looks like
no,
ATV.
No, he's a Chief of Staff, and he mentioned the other. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, but he should have mentioned it.
No, he mentioned no.
But he should have mentioned Kojo, the Chief of Staff's name.
Kojo Ponkroma, Jinapo.
Okay, you let me see. Okay, you reading. Hold on, let me. Okay, so Chief of Staff Kojo Ponkroma, Jinapo, etc. Town Central Region and Koyonko, to be precise, to have a fair understanding of the mess they have plugged our water bodies. In fact, it's nauseating to listen to them when they pretend to be holier than the Pope. They should give us a break and keep quiet when visionary people are doing things that shall help us develop our dear nation. Today, Wontumi shall be facing the CID for his Akonta mining issues, and I hope to see the NPP once again as in Honorable Ebenezer, and I say back to the seat on the street, just like they do. Ghanaians have seen. Okay, that's all I'll read. Anyway, let's go into more conversations. Theophilos, I promise to let you, because you've written down so much. I don't even know if I should ask a question or I should just let you flow, because at this point, the things you have written, okay, you speak and then I'll bring you my questions. Okay.
No, I was going to respond to a few things.
Okay.
Number one, asking what to do next after a declaring state of emergency is not about incompetence or not knowing what to do. We are saying we are charting path A, and you say chart path B. We are asking you, when we chart path B, what do we do? It's as simple as that. It's not about. Number two, a lot of your viewers have said it already. I think certain people, the MPP particularly, should not have the moral right today to be saying certain things. You were the ones who gave birth to the LI, the one who granted the licenses. Several licenses were granted just between the losing of the election and the handing over. And I mean, a number of them have even been revoked. That is progress. Then he also talked about the fact that no forest reserve has been reclaimed. I stated it here, 9, including the famous Apamprama Forest Reserve. It has been reclaimed. He talked about the fact that reclamation doesn't happen overnight. Reclamation takes steps and it takes months. So you can't just say we are reclaiming land and planting, having greenery all over, and that is success. No. And remember, what we are seeing today didn't happen over the last 8 months. It's an accumulation of things that have happened over the past 6-7 years that we are seeing today. So work.
It's more than 6-7 years.
Yes. So work that had to be done.
Fight against Galamsey has been ongoing for God knows how long.
Yes, but not the type we have today. That's what I said earlier. Galamsey has always been Picasso. Galamsey had been with us since Don Diego de Azambuja, when he first landed on the Gold Coast. That's why we have the name Gold Coast. Now, he also talked about Kenashigbe and those who challenge the data. The young man came back to say, let me be clear here, what happened. Sure. He presented data on turbidity. And Kenashigbe said he should present on water quality index, such as temperature, total dissolved solids, oxygen, and stuff like that. That is what Kenashigbe said. And the guy came back to say he was presenting on areas where NIMOS is working on. He wasn't presenting on the whole country, etc. And mind you, NIMOS has been able to clear certain forest reserves. They realized that the people have gone back. They even arrested. I saw some of the pictures on your websites recently where people were lying flat on the ground, etc. That is also progress happening. And the Attorney General stated that, you see, proving Galamsey or illegal mining is a bit difficult. You take the people to court today, they are granted bail tomorrow. That's at the discretion of the judge. And the Attorney General is saying, bring some of them to Accra. Let us get it done properly so that you don't get the people and within the same area, they get the bail and the next morning they are back into the forest reserve. So things are changing. And he has also talked about the fact that there's going to be specialized tribunals purposely to treat Galamsey cases. So a lot of progress has been made. So can
I ask you this?
You can ask me everything. I am all yours.
What is going to be done, or what can be done, or what will be done to people who gain interest from this Galamsey? Companies and those individuals that have interest in Galamsey.
Oh, if there are ill-gotten wealth, there are processes to reclaim those ill-gotten wealth. But you see, some of these things are difficult to trace. because our system by its nature, we don't rely on paper or electronic trails. We deal with physical cash, etc. So it will be difficult for some of these to be proven. However, those who are behind and were clearly seen to have acquired concession or have bought equipment or have sent them illegally, we were told even there in the grapevine or in the room there that some Chinese nationals come here, they negotiate with our people, supply them the equipment, take 90% of whatever they get, and our people take 10%.
Isn't it about time government starts tracking those who benefit from this galamsey, though?
Yes, that is what the president said, that the kingpins behind, the small boys are not the problem. The kingpins, that is why they are starting with the Akunta mining. Because, believe you me, the Akunta mining investigation didn't start just under NDC. It started way before the NDC. The docket was missing. They have now found it and more has been added. That is why they are coming now.
There's allegation that some members or leaders, some leaders in your political party are also involved in it, but we haven't really heard that you're going after any of them.
No, they have been referred to IOCO for the investigation. So that is also ongoing. So they are going after everybody. So once that is done, we all know the report. And interestingly, trust you me, His Excellency the President is not a clearing person. He won't clear anybody.
But going after Akunta mining, which the person happens to be, an opposition member to your party, becomes more political fight than you fighting galamsey. Because if we look at the number of companies that are involved in galamsey, we are not mentioning anybody that is even involved that is not politically aligned. We are going after somebody who is politically aligned, so it becomes a political fight.
If we pay attention to the messages you read this morning, a number of at least 1-2 said that the airline and the licenses were issued under MPP. Believe you me, a number of people who would have gotten those licenses would definitely have been aligned with MPP. And that is what we are fighting now. So let's get that clear, that we are not chasing politically aligned people. We are chasing people who happen to have obtained the licenses or have mined illegally. And let us get that right. It is not about politics of equality. There are other things that you can do beyond politics of equality. Let us get the right thing done. Then tomorrow you will also be here and praise us that we've done the right thing.
All right.
Just a quick one.
Okay, so let me give you 1 minute, because
3 minutes?
What's happening is that
I'm
also responding to you.
Exactly. But you know, the CEO for DVL is actually joining us on Zoom, and he's on Zoom now. So maybe should I let you respond before I go to him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's be done with the galamsey.
All right.
So what I just
it's his time, please. Just some 2 minutes, and then we can. Please, I beg.
I agree with lawyer. We gave the licenses to people to go and mine. Revoke it. I agree with him. We brought the airline for people to go and mine in the water reserve. Repeal it. I agree with him. Party here, Sika. Now you have the opportunity. Deal with it. Now you say that I agree with him that Akunta mining, Chamawun to me, he's doing illegal mining. Deal with him. When after dealing with all these issues, then you come to the member of parliament for Awin on the ticket of the NDC, deal with him. Then you come and deal with Yamin, who is the national organizer, and Abanga, who is the first or second vice chairman. Even the Attorney General could not even know his position. Deal with him. Because you see, when you try to do selective justice, that's where the politics come in. And last, I was just telling somebody, on your status, I said, like, the reason why we are finding it very difficult to deal with the galamsey is because of the political nature that we are involving ourselves. Because when you were in opposition, you were jumping from one galamsey side to another galamsey side, encouraging them and motivating them to do galamsey. When you are in opposition, your current minister, and I have to be careful because I don't know the subject that he referred me to, for communication. So within 1 week, when Mahama is sworn in, they will deal with galamsey. The current Minister for Lands and Forestry, Ama Kofi, my senior, who I respected, said the mess that is creating in this country, we need to call for a state of emergency.
Well, he says galamsey fight is showing results, though.
And I asked you, and I've asked Nanaya and then lawyer, what progress? The progress that I need to see is that I drove through, Kumasi, and I don't see people broad daylight at Enyinem doing galamsey.
At least have you seen on Friday, so I can respond to that.
I have not asked you.
I need you to land in 1 minute, please. My producer
have you seen the railway line? You were talking about the railway line in Takrady. Now I can tell you, we only save in Accra, and I thank God that we don't have gold in Accra. Because now everywhere, even President Mahama's hometown, I've been told that when you go there today, Bole, galamsey is going on.
All right.
So everywhere, but it's because of the partisan nature, because of the way and manner these people orchestrated with CSO, religious leaders, and media people talking about galamsey. And no, and I really
all right, thank you very much. Nana, please, 2 minutes, Nana.
Yes, I don't know, 2 minutes is going to be. See, the results that we want to see. Now, I was excited when Akunta Mining and Wontumi was mentioned. Why? When we are talking about the kingpins, Rosalind, if you get one kingpin, you are able to get 1,000 of those small ones that is under the kingpin. Now, if you look at the concession of the Akunta Mining says they are not doing galamsey, all right? But it is on their concession that you would have more than 10, 20, 30 other galamseyers, companies doing illegal mining. You understand me? So once you are able to hold Wontumi and hold Akunta Mining, you are getting all of these. And so the steps to identifying these persons is very important. And let's just put it on record. Large numbers of those licenses that were issued to persons who were close to the corridors of power. And anybody who was close to the corridors of power at the time is a politician. If you are afraid to touch that politician or that political financier, then it means that you are not ready to fight the galamsey issue. You understand me? So if we are going in to fight, let us not go in there with political colors. Let us identify these persons as greedy criminals who are in to destroy our nation.
Okay.
And that should be on record. And Rosalind, you see, if we had all of these forest reserves being overtaken by galamseyers with sophisticated weapons, and today, these forest reserves have been retrieved and taken over by government and the military. It is an achievement. If yesterday we were able to seize over 500 excavators and we could not find them, and today, Nemos has been able to seize over 450, and we are able to trace, your own reporters are able to trace to find out where those excavators are. It is an achievement. If the DVLA boss here on your Zoom and the Ministry of Trade and Lands and Natural Resources have been able to now ensure that before you import an earth-moving equipment, you need clearance. That before the earth-moving equipment leaves the port, it is licensed and the owner can be traced, and where it is going to be used and the purposes for which it is going to be used can be traced. It is an achievement. It is a scientific approach, and you don't just expect to see
all right, okay, gentlemen, thank you so much. And I don't get this vote, and you are not voting. What's going to happen is that almost every time we bring galamsey conversation up, we see a lot of emotion stirring up. But very soon, we hope that galamsey will be fought. Now, let's talk about DVLA. Effective 2026, we have heard that we are going to see number plates change. Now, this is what DVLA said to us. Says DVLA number plates to be issued in individual names in an effort to ensure security and safety on our roads. The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority would, from January 2026, begin issuing vehicle license plates in the names of individuals. Well, maybe you have questions about it, because as I started reading it, Honorable Ebenezer Nartey said, I do not understand. We have the CEO for DVLA, Julius Kote, joining us this morning. Good morning, Julius.
When you are doing transfer, you do transfer in the person's name.
Julius, if you can hear me, kindly unmute yourself.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear now. How are you today?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you. And sorry for keeping you waiting. Please pardon me.
You understand? You understand the game?
I'm okay. I'm just not in Ghana. Okay. I'm in Nigeria now to check on a system which is intended to enhance the international driving permit. You know, currently what we used to write with our hand is handwritten, and it is not of international standard. So instead of going to Dubai to check, the company has a company in Nigeria. So I prefer to come to Nigeria rather than fly to Dubai, which is too long for me to check this machine. So I'll be coming back maybe today or tomorrow.
So when you come back, let me see you.
Certainly, don't worry about it.
Oh, no, wait a minute, Nartey. Is he a personal friend? Because it looks like he's on your case this morning.
Everyone in Ghana is my friend.
That's good. That's good. Well, some of us will be visiting you very soon, though. But we just want to get some clarity on...
Let me just chip one or two something in about the excavator registration issue.
Please go ahead.
You know, when I got into office, most of the excavators that we arrested during Galamsey fights were not registered with the DVLA system. So it was difficult for us to identify who owns or who imported those excavators. So we brought in a policy that before the excavator moves from the port, it must be registered with DVLA. But first of all, the government, through the Transport Ministry, also brought a policy that you need permits. You need to sort permits out before you import excavators. So that is DVL, only registers excavators at the port based on recommendation and permits given by the Minister of Transport. So if you go and import excavator into Ghana and the minister has not given me the right to register yours, it will never be done. I only need permits from the minister to do the registration, and that is what I'm strictly going by.
That's good. So for those in the system that haven't been registered, what has happened to them?
We took steps to do that, and so far, let me give you the accurate figure.
Okay.
So far, the ones that are already both inside and outside, we have done 9,330.
Oh wow.
The ones that are the ones that we registered at the ports are 4,396. We'll just subtract and get the ones we registered inland.
So you have registered 9,330 excavators so far?
Yes.
Wow.
And you know, most of them are they are being tracked. So you cannot even tamper with the tracking system they have, the Minerals Commission have now. So we have a whole control room monitoring where they go and what they do. And most of them are for these big mining companies. Some are for the mining companies. So far, by the reports we are getting from the Minerals Commission, none of them has gone to any illegal site. The Minerals Commission tracks after we have registered with the number of registration, so we know which excavator belongs to who and where the excavator is currently positioned.
Okay. And how many have you seized so far, the unregistered ones?
Okay, so we, as an institutional term, we use the word seized when we have not cleared your own from the port.
Okay.
I shared the data on my Facebook wall, but after I can share it to you, we have sent a lot to the military installation just to decongest the port. So until we get documents to register them, we as DVLA consider them as seized.
Okay.
So I cannot say to the public that they've been seized, but until we get any documents to confirm their importation, then we can register them. If not so, it is still at the port and the government will take a decision on it. All right.
Thank you so much. Now, clarity on the statement that was issued with regards to the number plate being beared in the name of the owner. Some people don't understand it too well because some people are of the opinion that once you are registering, your name is in the system. So why are we doing this? So please clear it for us.
So you register a car. The number plate is on the car. When you sell the car with the number plate. But that dynamics is changing. Now, when you sell a car, which is already registered with DVLA, you don't sell it with a plate because the plate is now your bona fide property in your name. It's attached to your name forever and ever. So I have a car I send it to you. I take the plates. I come to DVLA. We take the plate off. We block the plates in the system until you bring a new car, which we can now put your number plate on it. Then the car that has been sold to a new owner gets a different number plate now.
Okay, so the number plate will now. So my name is Rosalind. What will my number plate say?
No, there's no. When you come and there's a system, you go and choose. You know, there are different systems. If you want a special number, we have amount for it. If you want a personalized number, we have an amount for it. If you want a regular, you come and we give you the number which we assign to your car. Then it is assigned to Rosalind's name forever and ever. Rosalind now has a Toyota Land Cruiser which she has placed the number on. Rosalind decides to sell the Land Cruiser to maybe Nee. Now Nee becomes the new owner of the Land Cruiser. But the number plate on Rosalind's car, which she sold to Nee, is no more for. It won't be for Nee again. Nee will now come to us so that we assign his personal a number to him. If Nee already has a number, then that number he will still come to us. They will put it on his. On the Land Cruiser. Okay, so now clarity again, because maybe people still don't understand. I come and I come and register my car and I get a number plate. Now my number plate will say GW116, maybe 25, right? No, we are not doing away with the. Are doing away with the year of registration now. So from next year, you will not see any car. We are taking about 2 years to enroll that program. The cars will not have year of registration anymore. That's impressive. Okay, so what are we going to use? So we'll use we'll have a system where the region in which the car was registered will be displayed on the plates, and then the district code where the car was specifically registered, the code will be there. It is called algorithm. Then we use the rest, we will just run the rest like that. We will not use year of registration anymore. When you go to America, when you come to Nigeria, which I'm in now, South Africa, there's nowhere in this world where people use year of registration for car registration. All right, so what informed this decision? To help the security system. You know, you just... Hello, Julius. Oh my goodness, I just hope that the network gets better and then he can explain it more, because most people didn't think it like this. People thought, okay, my name is Rosalind, so when I go get the number plate to be Rosalind. That's what people were thinking. I will have some questions to ask him about. I hope that the network gets better for him to join.
I think the whole idea is that when you buy, I was a bit concerned when you use the word buy or you sell. Okay. What if I give car to somebody? Right. That's another. What is a gift? What's it's a gift. Just so like you're about to gift me a V8. Yes. I receive it in Jesus' name. Amen. I mean, you are my sister-in-law. Okay. Yes, when you dream big. Yes. I think the whole idea is when I give to you a car, or car is just changed from my hand to your hand, I take my number plate off. Right. So you cannot, much as I sell a car to you. So he's back. So let me get him. Hello, Mr. Kote. Yes. Sorry, it's the network. Yes, the network was bad a bit. Please, you were making a point, but we couldn't hear you too clear, and then it went off. So I'm saying that people smuggle cars in, and it is a way to curb that situation. Then it also helps the security system to trace whoever owns a number. Okay. Now, with the new number plate we are introducing, it is RFID chip embedded. So it will help the DVLA to scan to have instant information. Sincerely, the data we have in DVLA is not really, is porous. So it is a way of also recollecting data for the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority. Okay. This is more of resetting. So what about those with their old plates? What happens? So do they all have to come and change their old plate to this new plate? Yes, please. Every car on the streets must go for road ready once a year. So when you're going for your road ready, we will change the number plate for you. Will it cost to do that? The cost will be only for the plates, which is about, currently what we pay is about 118 Ghana cedis. 118 Ghana cedis. What's going to happen to the Goro boys? Because the Goro boys are the ones who charge a lot.
I have consistently said that don't deal with any Guru boy. Come to DVLA and deal with us. If you check, when I got into office, we had about 34 DVLA offices. Within the space of 8 months, I've added 6 offices to it, and we are still doing.
You've done well.
We are expanding our school. I've added 6 new offices.
You've done well. Congratulations. I like the one at Adenta, the 24-hour one. You've done well.
We have done the one at Adenta. We have done one in Boli. We have done one in Akwetia. We have done one in Asamankesi. We have done Bechim and Doma. And we are still doing more, just for accessibility's sake. Okay. So I keep saying, come to DVLA, come to us. Don't go through any Guru boy. So we can serve you well. We can serve you at the rates charged by Parliament, not charged by any Guru boy.
Thank you so much. Honorable Ebenezer Nartey has some questions as well. Yes,
Rosalind, thank you, Julius. And I think that it's because he has worked there before, so he knows the system. That is why there is a little bit of improvement. But I have just 3 questions to ask. One, I have a car, a customized car with my name. Okay. What happens to that one too as well? Then second one is...
Let me answer this one and then... Yes, Julius, please go ahead.
So you have a car with your name. It is customized. It is still going to be the customized we will give to you. We are not going to change the narrative.
Okay.
It is in your name.
Yeah.
So when you sell the car, you will still keep your plate, and we'll give you the flexibility for you to put the number plate on a new car you've acquired. But you must inform DVLA, because we'll block it in the system as you sell the old car. And we'll unblock when you come and inform us that you've gotten a new car, and we have to register that car as well.
Okay.
Okay. So then my second question, if I have a car and I want to transfer the name to any of my kids.
Ownership.
Yes. Why should I change the number? Because maybe I like the number. For instance, when it comes to I have 3 cars. All my cars have 1978, 1978, 1978, then a year. So if I still want to maintain the number and I want to transfer it into maybe my son's name, why should I have a new number? And would I going to get the same 1978?
Okay.
Or somebody wants.
Yeah,
okay. So it is not a post. It is not a post-jacketed policy. The flexibility is there. If maybe you are transferring a car and the new owner wants that same number, we'll just transfer everything into the new owner's name. But what we are doing on regular is to change the number. But like for your own, you are giving it to your son, you are giving it to your wife, you are giving it to, and they want to keep the same number. We don't have any issue with that.
Okay.
That's all right. Nanaya, do you have any questions?
It is an agreement between the two parties.
Number of cars.
Okay. All right.
So I just want to ask. So let's say that I have. In this year, I buy like 3 cars. You say we should dream big.
Yeah, dream big.
So I buy like 3 cars. Okay. So it means that they will all have different numbers. And then anytime I sell any of them, that one is kept. And if I buy a different car, then so the more cars I buy,
the more number plates.
Just like the way it's happening now.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
You see, I hope you guys have seen a situation where people have the same numbers on 2 different cars.
Yes.
So in case there's armed robbery, how are we going to deal with it? But when everybody has a unique number, then we know where to go for and who to go for when there's an issue.
So one person can own, just like Nana said.
You can own more than 10 cars. All the cars will be registered in your name through a system. So we know whenever we enter this number, your name is the one that is going to appear.
But what about the number plate? Will all 10 cars bear the same number plate or different number plates?
Okay, so it depends. You know, there is a situation where you can use a number plate, but the prefix or the suffix at the end will change, but you have the same number. Okay. Assuming you have 2301, but you have 2301 registered in Adenta, 2301 registered in Nama, 2301 registered in Weja. They to the same 2301, but the prefix, the suffix at the end, the alphabets at the end will be changing.
But I live in Adenta and I'm registering everything at Adenta. So how will you differentiate it for me then?
No, you can't register 2 numbers at one station.
Okay.
You can't have this.
You can't register 2 numbers at one station.
Okay. Okay.
You can register 2 numbers but with different alphabets from different stations, but not at one station. It is not done. The law doesn't permit you to do that.
All right, okay.
So, are they going to put the region there, just as you have done this one? Like the region will be there?
Yes. The region will be there.
Okay. So my understanding
we'll
is...
just make a little change of police over there.
Okay.
My understanding, therefore, is if at the end of the day I don't own any cars and I don't need any cars, I am allowed to return the number plates or the numbers back to you, and you remove my name from the system. Yeah, that's my understanding.
We will block it. We will block it until you get a new car.
No, if I never want to, for example, I decide maybe I'm 90.
You are relocating
or something. I don't want again. Why wouldn't you just cancel it and give it to somebody else who might come
and they will find your money back to you?
No, my money is gone.
The issue is that there will be year attached to the policy.
Okay.
The number of years by which you can keep a number plate.
Okay.
That's good.
And we'll still be hosting the press conference to explain all.
That's good.
All right. Okay.
That's good.
Thank you so much, Julius. This explanation has really helped us this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Julius.
When are you back in Ghana, though?
Yeah, my brother.
Okay, I won't talk again. It's okay.
Julius,
I'll see you when you are coming back.
Julius, okay, I was just...
Thank you.
All right, Julius, I bet your office is going to be very busy when you land in Ghana, but thank you so much.
I know.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Please respond to my message.
It's not easy to see you. Please have a good day.
Thank you.
And so we're joined by Julius Nikwe Kote, who is the CEO for DVLA. He has explained to us how the new number plate is going to work for security reasons. And so effective January 2026, we are going to see new number plates. If you have an old car using the old number plate, you still will have to go and change it. If you have a new car as well, this is good news. Now, the good part of it is that once you are selling your car or gifting your car to somebody, you can just take your old number plate and re-register it onto another car that you purchased, which is the good part of it for security reasons. Well, this all time will permit us for the news flash segment. A big thank you to you all. Today is my girl's birthday. Happy birthday, Millie. Thank you so much for everything you do. Yes, my darling, she's a friend of mine, very good friend of mine. So happy birthday to you, Millie. I pray God will grant you all your heart desires. May you enjoy this day to the fullest. You know we love you.
Was Alan's birthday.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We celebrated him here, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yes, we did.
Thank you. That's so nice of you.
So, yes. Thank you so much, my guest. Thank you, Nana Yausapong, who represents a movement for change. Thank you, Honorable Ebenezer Nartey, who represented the NPP, and Theophilus Jimiga Esquire, who represented the NDC. Thank you also, my gentlemen.